How do you start being real on social media? Take off the mask, bro. Stop trying to be Spider-Man. Stop trying to be the hero. Stop trying to be the guy who has it all figured out, who has the perfect routines in his life, the perfect systems, has this perfect life, everything. Stop trying to be Spider-Man. Stop trying to be the guy who saves everyone. You're not the hero, bro. You're not that guy. You're not him, dude. You need to start being Peter Parker instead of Spider-Man. Peter Parker is a high schooler, a vulnerable kid who is living with his aunt in Queens in New York City. People relate to him. People relate to the struggle. People relate to the fact that he's trying to balance this life of heroism and this life of school and of identity. Who is he? Who even is he as a person? He doesn't even know himself. And he has two lives. His friends, MJ and Ned, he's worried about them because they don't know that he's Spider-Man, and then they figure out, and then things don't work out because he tries to fix everything. He tries to be Spider-Man and Peter Parker at the same time, and things go wrong. What does this mean for you as a content creator, though? Being real stands out. It's atypical. It is the ultimate way to be different. It is to be real. And I'm not talking about the authenticity that people online talk about, that content creation strategists and whatnot talk about. I'm talking about yourself, you as a person. I've realized over my journey in 4 years of content and millions of views, tens of thousands of followers, that content is a game of how well you know yourself. Tips and tricks don't work. What works is real storytelling, stories, actually helping people. That is what works. And it's below the surface level. It's different because not a lot of people know how to do it well. And I want to ask you a question, bro. What topics relating to content scare you the most? When something comes up, when does fear come up as well? What are you fearing? What are you holding back from your audience, bro? You have to ask yourself these questions. You have to understand how important this is. I was looking at Jeff Bezos' shareholder letter the other day, and he says differentiation is survival. That is so important. You have to understand that as a content creator, that going forward, being real is how you win. And by real, I don't mean document your life. No one cares about you, okay? Like, you got to realize that being real is giving other people an opportunity to relate to you, to say me too. Community building. Building a community within your audience, within your niche and group of people that you've culminated from all these sections of the internet that come to you because they see videos of yours. Like, it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that is how you have to think. That is how you have to think, is that people, humans, want to feel included. Let me give you a very strong reference here. So Facebook, as you know, when Facebook was created by Mark Zuckerberg, right? And when it was created, the purpose was to know more people and know more about those people within your college campus. That's all it was. It was a college app. And that's community. That is people in a certain area coming together to know more about each other. Humans want to feel connected. Humans want to feel a part of something. Humans want a leader. And you as a creator have the opportunity to be that leader, not as if you are this heroic guy, like the Spider-Man type of guy, to just fix everything in their life, be this guy that they inspire from and look up to, and you have everything figured out, and so they want to be like you. No, that's not what it is, bro. You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. You need to be real. You need to talk about what is real about your life. What is different about your life? You know, I have figured that this is the one thing that separates you from everyone else, is that you have to go below the surface of the water and find that big chunk of stuff that no one else is willing to talk about. That is where fear comes up. That is where uncomfortability comes up, because people on social media, online business owners, most content creators, all they talk about is just the minute detail of value and of document their life traveling across the country. Sure, like some people maybe find inspiration in that, but realistically, bro, that content is not good. And you need to be real. You need to share what no one else is willing to share. It's not only about telling stories, right? It's not only about sharing what you did yesterday. That's not like, that's a story, but it's not also about that. It is about internal problems that you've struggled with. It is about transformation. It is about revelation moments in your life that have legitimately changed the way that you think mentally, physically, spiritually. It is about these things. And then storytelling is the delivery way. Storytelling is not simply telling a story, right? It is the structure of your video, and you need both. You need both. That's all I gotta say is you need both. But you have to start being real. Being real is the only way to stand out on social media. Differentiation is survival. My entire content strategy is based on the fact of standing out, doing things different that no one else does, doing what every content creator doesn't do, talking about what they don't want to talk about, talking about what they're not willing to talk about because they're scared, they're fearful, and so am I. But that is the gold within all of the ideas that you have, all the creative vision in your mind. It is the stuff that you think it's not going to work, you think no one's going to care. That is the stuff that works the most. And you have to unlock that. And you got to be real with yourself about why you're doing social media in the first place, because the term personal brand has the word personal in it. You can't build a personal brand unless it's deeply personal. And I strongly believe that. I firmly believe that. Vulnerability stands out. What are you scared to talk about, bro? What things are you talking to God about in private? What things are you admitting to yourself in your journal? Talk about that, bro. Differentiation is survival, and I want you to realize that. Start making content about what is uncomfortable and what gives you fear, like a good type of fear, not a fear of the world or a fear of people, but a fear of, shoot, like this could work. You know, if I open up about myself, if I expose myself, then people are going to relate to that. People are going to care. This is going to deeply build trust with people. And if you think that storytelling and being vulnerable and being real is not going to lead to conversions and money, you are very wrong. You are very wrong. Start making content about what is personal to you. Revelation moments in your life, you know, what the heck just happened? Like, aha, you know, that kind of stuff. Those moments, make that. Those are your ideas. A video idea is simply point A to point B. You were here, now you're here. All this stuff in the middle of these 2 points is the story that you tell. That is a video. Simple and effective. And you need to start doing this. Trust, okay? This is the best decision you will ever make within your content, is to decide that differentiation is survival. Decide that standing out is normal. You have to put all of this energy into being the atypical person, the different creator. Visually, physically, internally, mentally, spiritually, and you'll win. All right. If you want to see more like this, check out my page. I'll see you in the next one.